I would say I never do to tell people you should do this or you should not do that, but you should be present with whatever your food choices are, and then the right food choice will happen for you, rather than giving an abstract guideline. It needs to come from within rather than as something from without. So if you're a vegetarian, that's wonderful. It doesn't mean that it immediately makes you into a person who is spiritual. You could be egoically identified with being vegetarian, in which case it would be a hindrance to the realization of the spiritual dimension. So I shocked a vegetarian once when I said, "Did you know that Hitler was a vegetarian?" That person was very strongly identified with a mental image of me as a spiritually evolved vegetarian. And so, yes, he was a vegetarian. I don't know why he was a vegetarian. Perhaps, I don't know, I haven't read about it, but I know that whenever people around Hitler were eating chicken soup, and so he said condescendingly, "So you're eating dead bird soup." So it really is, the answer to that comes from within you, and you have to do what feels right, what corresponds to your state of consciousness at any time when you even look at food or even think of food. It is helpful to, sometimes when I buy some food, I go into a supermarket or somewhere and I look at the shelf, I imagine that this is going into my body, and then the body either opens up to it or closes down.
I have been eating steak, butter, and eggs for the last 3 days. And it was a test for my intuition in my diet. But I want to share the surprising results that I had with you in this video about how important it is to use your intuition for your health and diet and not follow a dietary belief system or a dietary cult. Now, I've been vegan, vegetarian, and raw vegan for many, many years. It was only in the past few years that I started to incorporate a little bit of red meat into my diet. I just got the intuition and I felt like my body needed it, and when I tried it, I felt so much better. So I'm not doing this video to advocate any kind of dietary program or any kind of sell you on carnivore diet or sell you on vegan food, because I don't believe that any of us should be limiting ourselves to a specific kind of dietary regimen. And I think it's starting to become a little bit cult-like. The carnivore diet community is very interesting. I've been studying it, and yet I start hearing how certain people are saying like, oh, she's not real carnivore because she adds a little bit of this or that, or this person has a little bit of greens with their carnivores, so they're not, and that's not carnivore, that's plant-based. Do we really need to label these diets? I had these surprising results after eating meat, mostly red, butter, bacon, and egg yolks, principally egg yolks, for 3 days. And I was having some problems on my normal mainly vegetarian diet. And I wasn't feeling well. I had a lot of neck and joint headaches, neck and joint pain, and I wasn't sleeping well at night. So if you're not feeling well, then ask the universe, ask your heart center intuition. And I got this intuition to try just to really simplify out my good fats and proteins for 3 days. And I am so surprised by the results. And I want to share this with everyone, because if we have belief systems about diet and we label ourselves as a specific kind of person, so one person says, oh, I'm a vegan, and the other person says, oh, well, I'm carnivore, and this is ridiculous. I'm not a vegan. And I'm not a carnivore, I'm Melanie. Sorry everyone, but I'm Melanie, and I might do a strict carnivore diet for 3 days. Now I've been eating this way for almost a week, and I had all my pain in 3 days disappear. I was starting to get worried because I started feeling kind of like a twitching, and I almost felt like, am I gonna have like facial paralysis or something? What's going on? I felt a little strange, and before running off to the doctor and going and getting like a massage therapy, all these things, I thought, all of those are signs of inflammation. And I understand that if you do a more clean protein and fat, you're able sometimes to reduce that inflammation very quickly. So I use my intuition. I think the best dietary advice we can have for everyone is that we need to start thinking for ourselves. We can't be following gurus. We have to stop following gurus in all of these areas of our life. Get information, look at different programs and try these things out in your body. Now, in the last few days, I started to have like more chicken and more white meats, and my intuition is just telling me that the only thing I really want at this moment are egg yolks, butter, bacon, and a big red steak. I've been craving a lot of red Himalayan salt and water with lime juice. So curiously enough, that basically is a carnivore diet, a strict carnivore diet basically. The lime juice is interesting, that I just like drinking my water with lime juice, and the salt is very interesting because a lot of people that eat carnivore end up having electrolyte deficiency. So for some reason I'm wanting the salt. So I'm, as you get more and more aware of your true intuition, you can start your own personal diet plan between you and the universe. And if you ask for information, you will find that you land on, for example, a lot of people are saying, if you land on this video, it's a message from the universe. I always laugh. I'm like, that's happened to me a lot. If you're asking questions and you find a video, it might just go, hey, this is interesting. Melanie is in the spiritual community. She's into meditating. She's into all these things. And she's talking about how she started eating these meat things, this kind of carnivore diet, when she was a vegan, vegetarian, raw vegan. I've tried everything. I've tried everything to have the best health. I'm 49 years old, and I have not felt better in the last few years than I have in the last week. After those 3 days of strict carnivore, and then now I'm on day 5 or 6. And I've been thinking about this video because I feel so excited. I want to go out and tell everyone, hey, you should try carnivore diet. But that is not a good advice for everyone. And this is where we need to start understanding that each person has their own nutritional needs, and your body is going to tell you what you need, and you're going to find information by asking the universe, tell me what I should do, just like I did when I had all the pain in my neck and my shoulder and my hands, and I wasn't sleeping well, and I said, okay, so what is going on? I need to be healthy to do all the amazing things I want to do with my life mission, and I need lots of energy, and I need to sleep well, and I need to wake up full of energy and not have bloating, stomach indigestion, and joint pain. So I tried this, and it worked really, really well for me. Now, I'm very thin, so I don't want to turn into a stick of bones by doing a kind of diet that can put me into keto, and maybe I will start losing weight. So I will wait, I will analyze. I decided to not have so much the white meats like the turkey and the pork because I just didn't feel, don't feel like eating that. And I'm following my intuition, and I'm amazed what you can do when you actually connect with your own body. Now, in order to connect with your body, you have to be very aware of what is intuition and what is a craving. Our body will crave what we need, but at the same time, we have to understand that our sugar cravings are part of our natural animal instinct for survival. Our body's always going to be craving down to certain basic amino acids, sugar, and certain things that replace the hormones, the cortisol situation, and the balance in our body. So part of it is intuition from the universe, which feels different. It's a higher vibrational intuition. It's a, I think there might be some truth to that. I think I should try that. It's a different feeling than my body's craving a chocolate bar and I'm just going to go out and satisfy my intuition. It's very different. Because see how part of it's kind of like from the heart down, sort of telling you what you want. And the other part is kind of like from the heart center up. So just take a moment, take a deep breath and close your eyes and exhale, relax a little bit. If you're not in a place where you can close your eyes, keep them open. You can still meditate while you're driving or doing any kind of activity. Now let's just relax our body. Take a deep breath. Drop your mind into your heart center. And let's bring our energy into balance. Balance of the masculine energy of the universe, father energy, and the beautiful female energy of the planet. Bring it right up into our heart center. And now in this connected place, this is the place where you want to have a conversation with yourself about what would be best for you to eat. What is a good option of diet? Have you come up over and over with new information that seems to come out? Have you asked the universe to provide you with tips and ideas that come up with different people that you meet, and has new information come out that you feel like maybe you should try? Well, this is the place that you want to start deciding on how you're going to eat and have a healthy life. And this is my dietary intuitive plan, intuition diet. And I think this would be a much better cult to join if you're going to join a diet cult. Join the intuition diet cult that's made just for you, between you and the universe, and take all the other belief systems about diet, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's carnivore, whether it's vegan, whether it's cooked, whether it's raw, whether it's dairy, whether it's just time for us to learn to think for ourselves and to be in contact with what our body tells us, not our belief system. I was vegan for many years, and I understand what it feels like to think that meat is gross and have these belief systems around that. And it took me time to open my mind and say, all these foods are available to my body. What is the real truth of what my body needs? And because of that, I was able to eliminate all my pain, inflammation, and inability to sleep soundly in 3 days. And that is an amazing advance. And like I said, I'm not telling people to go out and to become carnivore. I'm not prescribing any kind of diet, but I think it's time that people started looking at different experiences and different possibilities and trying them on in your life to see what kind of results you can get. And this is my best wish for you today. Have a wonderful, healthy life, and let your true intuition and connection with the universe and your body make the decisions about your health. Don't make the decision based on other people, doctors, traditional dietary systems, diet cults, diet belief systems, and programs. Create your own personal program where you listen to all the advice, listen to the advice of your doctor, listen to the advice of your nutritionist. But at the end of the day, what's going to make the decision about what you eat is what you feel inside your body. The other day, we were with some people who were working on retreats and spiritual topics, and the topic came up about how can you have a high vibration if you're putting animals in your body. And my first thought was, wow, well, that's an interesting belief system, because I had just done about 3 days of the strict carnivore diet, and I have felt a higher vibrational energy in my body in the last week than I've been feeling for quite a few months. So the vibration in our body it's our level of health. It's not based on if we put an animal vibration or a plant vibration, because if your body is inflamed, your digestive system and your intestines are inflamed, and your joints are in pain and you can't sleep, you're not going to have a high vibrational energy eating too many raw plant foods. So this is something for me. I tried it. I was strict raw vegan. I took cooking classes. I learned to make all my foods without cooking, and I was not feeling well. So I tried, vegetarian, and then I tried just vegan with cooked things, and I wasn't finding the solution for my body. So let's eliminate belief systems, and you have a great day with this. I hope it helps. Maybe open everyone's mind a little bit as to trying out some new things, and maybe you can find a better level of health for yourself. Have a great day and good luck with it.